I'm going to show you how to use an Easy Pro texture gun to match the wall texture on this piece above the door where I had to install a structural header for a new door. Rather than set up a hopper gun or try to use an aerosol texture product, I'm going to use this Easy Pro texture gun to match the texture. It's just a small gun, real simple, easy to use, easy to clean. I want to make sure that the nozzle is clear before I put the bag of texture on. That's going to be just fine. Just use a small bag of Easy Pro texture. I need to make sure it's all churned up. You can see some texture splatter on this. That's because the first bag I used, I neglected to mix it up. Anyway, so I'm shaking this up good. Just unscrew the cap. I'll save it for later in case there's some extra. Hook up the gun, push it onto this barbed fitting, and the texture is controlled by the amount of air and the amount of pressure on the bag. And I'm matching a medium orange peel on this wall. It's probably been painted 3 times, so it's pretty muted out. So I'm going to go ahead and let this texture be a little bit runny and a little thick to try to match that painted over texture, because I'll just be putting a coat of primer and paint on this. If you go to the Easy Pro Texture website, they have a step-by-step video produced showing how to set up the gun and all the particulars about that, but I'm just doing the quick and dirty here to get this texture patched in. You can see I have pretty minimal plastic put up and not a very good job of masking off at that, but it's more than adequate because of the amount of control I have with this particular gun. And once the compressor starts running, the soundtrack is going to be useless. So what you'll see me do is spray a test sample on the door, adjust the pressure, get a feel for how much pressure I want to put on this bag. Then I'll work my way back and forth across the header, generally in a circular motion, and then going back and filling in, trying to get this even kind of wash down texture effect. But that's the nice thing about this. I don't have to mix up a bucket of mud, try it out, add a little water, add a little more mud, try to get the consistency right, figure out what size nozzle to use, and then clean up all that mess when I'm done. As you can see, there's no air coming out. I have complete control with the trigger. Like a regular hopper gun, the air is always running, and that tends to be a problem in an existing house, especially on a patch job. So I'm going to get this set up, quit talking now and get to work. Well, it's just that simple to use. Pretty much use one bag for this area. I'm not set up in here to demonstrate how to clean the gun, but it's a pretty quick and simple process. Take the bag off, stick this in a cup of water, pull the trigger, 8 ounces of water runs through here, the gun is clean, pop it off, put it in the toolbox, and I go home.